Yes, you are like, yeah. So, hello everyone. This is Krishna Malyala from NIT Warangal. So, so I have got a lot of students who were saying that, hello, hi, Kishore. So, many students said that like we want an academy to launch English batches, and we want an academy to launch English YouTube channel. So, taking into all these into consideration, so an academy has come up with this particular YouTube channel, Unacademy JEE Prep English. So, from now, for all the South Indians out there who wanted to prepare JEE in English, so there won't be any problem. And an academy has come up with this particular new initiation. So today we have our set of faculty who are going to lead you in English. So we have Alaka ma'am and EV Kiran sir, Navin Raja sir, and KK Giri sir. So now I request every one of the teachers who are here to at least to give a brief intro of every one of you.
Yes. Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. Good morning to all. So I'll start with my introduction. Myself, Alaka Ann. I'm a mathematics educator in Unacademy. I've completed my master's MTech from Manipal Institute of Technology. I've been teaching for past 5 years, and I have joined hands with Unacademy, say about 5 to 6 months now. So far my journey has been good. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Sir, I think there is kind of disturbance. Someone has started the live. Yeah, now it's fine. So now I request EV Kiran Kumar sir to give a brief intro about him.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. So myself, I'm Kiran Kumar. I'm a BTech graduate in computer science from JNU Hyderabad. So I'm actually a 2002 pass out. And the main reason to come to teaching was I started my teaching career when I was in my engineering first year. Like way back in '98, I started teaching. So almost I've been in the school for 22 years. So during the course of my career, I worked for different institutes like JEE. I worked in Delhi branch. I also worked for LN Bangalore and Narayana Chaitanya top batches. Bhaksham Guntur, Yukti Nagpur, and ICAR Centerhead. So many are there in the profile. So I cannot list out all of them, but almost I covered all the institutes. So guys, I've been teaching for JEE Advanced only for the past 18 years. In the first 4 years, when I was in engineering, I used to teach for MSET and all because JEE main started only in 2002 when I passed out. There was no exam like JEE main earlier. Okay. So this is the profile, and Unacademy I joined in July. July only I joined. So July, August, September. Last 3 months I'm associated in the 4th month of Unacademy. So I would like to ask the other teachers to introduce. Thank you so
Sir,
much.
actually, there is kind of disturbance now. Did anyone is listening through the live session, going through the live session? I mean, watching the live session parallelly?
From my side.
Not from my side as well.
So I can hear the disturbance. Like, who all
Yes,
can
yes,
hear the
I
disturbance?
Even I too felt disturbance.
yes. Echo is actually happening.
Hello. Yeah, I think now it fine. Now it is fine.
Still there.
Yeah, like whenever we are speaking, whenever there is a sound from our side, we can hear
Yes,
the
the
echo.
voice is echoing actually.
Yes,
Sir, then like what we can do is like when someone is speaking, others can mute. That's better, I guess.
Yes, that can be done.
Yeah. So now I request Navin Raja sir to give his brief intro. Sir, I think you are on mute.
can you hear now, Saicharan?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Hi guys, myself Navin Raja. I'm a physics educator at Unacademy. Guys, I'm a graduate from IIT Allahabad. I'm a 2016 pass out. Since then, I have been teaching physics for JEE aspirants. I have worked in Sri Chaitanya, Narayan, and Akash institutes in the last 6 years. And guys, now I'm associated with Unacademy since last three months. So it's a great experience till now. So looking forward to help you guys through a YouTube channel as well. So guys, we are coming up with this exciting channel for English audience. So I'm just eagerly waiting for this particular opportunity to reach a lot of people through Unacademy YouTube channel.
Thank you, Navin sir. Now I request KK Giri sir to give his brief intro.
Yeah, a very good morning, all of you. Myself, I'm KK Giri. I've done my master's in chemistry from IIT Roorkee, and I've been teaching in the IIT segment for the last 16 to 17 years. Recently, I have joined with Unacademy, like it's just hardly 2 months, and yeah, equally here, I'm excited to kind of go on live with on this YouTube channel and help and reach out more JEE aspirants in the near future.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, now it's a common question to all of you, sir and ma'am. So, how is your teaching experience both online and offline?
So I should be frank that yes, I have been previously when I was teaching, when I started my teaching career in Allen Care Institute. So I have been a fan of offline teaching that I used to like the classroom, that setup, watching students sitting in front of me. But then Corona hit all of us. Then I shifted to online, say from Allen itself. Then I felt like it's nothing different from offline teaching. You can have a wide range of students in front of you. They are getting equal attention from you because you can be having the same number of students or more number of students in the class as well. And the distance is not a barrier anymore. Okay, each student is getting an equal opportunity to be in every teacher's or a lecture educator's class, and the delivery of the subject or the content is also has been in the same manner. So I feel like online has made a really good progress, especially during the past 2 years. The evolvement of all the academies in online has been also evolved a lot. So I feel like my online experience actually, once I put my hand on experience with that, it has been really great. And I've become a big fan of online teaching as well.
Yeah, ma'am. And someone else also can share their experiences both online and offline. EV sir or KK Giri sir or Navin Raja sir.
Yeah, I would like to speak out. So actually, almost for the past 18, 20 years, we were in offline teaching only, and this is like a new normal to us. So it's completely a little bit different, but everyone got adapted to this during the Corona pandemic and all. But there are definitely advantages of this online system because, like for example, if I work in Bangalore in offline, I was just teaching only students of Bangalore. But once online has come, I am able to teach at a time the students all over India. I can reach out to a wide number of audience. So definitely there is an advantage. And students who are local in Bangalore also, like usually they face a lot of traffic problem, like to reach out to a different place and all. So if it is online from the comfort of their home, they are able to get the same content that we are going to deliver offline also. So
Yeah,
definitely
yes,
I feel it's an advantage in the current situation also.
yes, sir. Previously, a good teacher can teach at most 100 students at a time, but
Yeah,
now
few
a
students.
good
Yeah,
teacher can teach more than 100 thousands of students at a time.
that is the
So, yeah,
advantage.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, how important is language in preparation, sir? Like, many students faced issues regarding this. So, that is the main aim of this particular channel too.
Uh,
So, how important is language?
So shall I speak out or someone else wants to speak?
Yes, sir. Anyone can.
So yeah, coming to the language part, like you can see that in IIT JEE also, apart from English, the exam is conducted in Hindi also. So most of the North Indian students, even though they know English, they are more comfortable with their mother tongue, like Hindi is the national language. So probably they used to follow better if it is taught in Hindi for a certain class of audience. And some students in South India may not be knowing Hindi in some places, so they would prefer English. So definitely, Unacademy is providing both. So that will definitely help all categories of students, those who want in English as well as in Hindi. So I don't think language will be a barrier to learn, but definitely people feel more comfortable in their mother tongue sometimes. So we have both. So the student can choose according to his requirement. So I don't think it's a barrier actually.
Thank you, sir. So now it's a common question to all of you, sirs and ma'ams. So, can I know about few of your students who are into IITs and NITs? So you can share your experiences.
Sabri sir want to speak.
Yeah, definitely. Like as ma'am and sir has shared about the offline and online experience, I agree with. It's like definitely there is no much difference now. You are able to teach the way you were teaching on offline platform, and to just recollect a few students whom I used to teach and whom I have seen them doing well and got into some institutes like IITs and NITs to just recollect few names. 2018, Sai Abhishek, he got ranked 31 AIR, and he is into IIT Bombay CS. And then 2019, Sai Vigna, she got rank AIR 44 in 2019. So, apart from these, there are many people from I used to work in one branch in N120 branch in Narayana, also part time. Meanwhile, while I was teaching at Chennai campus, from there a couple of students like Harshvardhan Reddy, Sandeep Reddy, Soumya, these children, they used to work really hard, and even they have done very well. Like Soumya is into NIT Nagpur, and Nikhil is also into NIT Nagpur. Harshvardhan, Sandeep, they went into IIT Kharagpur. They made a very good ranking, like around 600, 700 in the top 1,000 list, of course, in general category. So when it comes to the Unacademy platform, what I have seen in the last 2 months' time is the interaction when it comes to offline versus online. I see somehow the children are very enthusiastic and more eager to know. Like in offline, its teacher has to kind of look into the eyes and then say, "Come on, stand up, say this, do that, ask this." Kind of. Here, it's the other way around. We are being chased. Sir, please repeat this. Sir, explain that. How is it so? Why is it so? Why not this? Why not that? So I believe it's not going to be any big difference now. The kind of ranks we used to produce on the offline track, I think same kind of results we can see it on the online front also. And already we have a couple of examples, like this year's results that we have seen from an academy. I think almost 25 students have got in top 1,000 list in the mains category. Hopefully we are going to do well in advanced results also, which are going to be announced in just a couple of days from now. So the experience wise, the kind of students we used to teach and the kind of students we are teaching right now, there is no much difference as such, and we are very happy to be on this platform and be able to cater the needs of the students across the nation, as sir and ma'am told already. So I think it's equal excited journey for a teacher to kind of reach out to students who are curious and enthusiastic to know and explore their best. And we are there too, of course, to support all their dreams.
Thank you, sir. So here is one more question, sir. So as it is an online mode, so as you all know, so the amount of distractions will be more when it compares to offline and online. So how one should overcome those distractions which are during this online mode of study?
Yeah. So actually, the when you asked between offline and online, so actually the advantage I feel only advantage with offline is this environment. They will be having the peer group students, so they'll be studying together, and the distractions will be less. But when it comes to online, we have a lot of advantages as other educators to inform. There's a lot of advantages, like you're going to get the top faculty over the India, and so any doubts will be solved just within minutes using a lot of technology, like ask a doubt feature and a lot of things. But the only problem is with this distractions. So they will be having the mobile phones or the on net internet. So easily they can distract. So if the students are focused enough, the online is far ahead of offline, I can say. So to avoid the distractions, what you have to do is continuously we are sharing our DPPs, and we are continuously assigning them what is the work you have to do. And so they have to should not skip the classes, and they have to be regular in the classes and follow all the work we are assigning. And whatever doubts they have, they can interact with the educators immediately on the same day. So with this thing, what happens that they will be keeping track when they have then when they're completely assigned with the work, then the chance of getting distracted will be less, according to me. So but this is how they can avoid the distractions, by just completely involving in the class and try to just keep on practicing without any distractions.
So that means like a student should always be in a systematic way of preparation, and he should always be like into some work. So let it be practicing problems, or let it be going to the concept, or like that, right, sir?
Yes, actually, we are keeping this quiz sessions continuously. We
Yes.
have poll sessions we are keeping. So such that they keep on the kind of environment, competitive environment is created. So they just competing themselves, and they're just enjoying preparing or practicing the questions. So this is how we are trying to engage the students with a lot of involvement, rather than just feeling it as a burden.
Yeah. So thank you, sir. So the students were asking the questions in the chat section. Soon we'll be replying them. So before that, like I would like to ask, so what should be the last 4 month strategy for JEE Mains 2022?
I would like to start with, especially chemistry wise, I would say like now it's just October, and those who are preparing for 2022, I would say by the month, by the time they come to January, like first 2 3 weeks time, so they must have done their preparation, like in a way they must be ready to take any exam at board level. If someone is prepared, I'm talking about chemistry exclusively, if someone is prepared that yes, any exam which is held at board level, may it be Telangana board, AP board, may it be UP board, Maharashtra board, whatever it may be, whatever the state may be, whatever it's, whether it is CBSE, anything. If the student says, yes, I'm ready, that any exam which is going to happen at board level, I'm going to secure 100% marks, I would say they are on the right track. Reason I said that is, even in JEE paper, whether it is mains or advanced, you will have quite a good number of questions which are similar to board level. If I talk about mains level, that number of questions can go up to like 50% or maybe even 60%. If it is advanced paper, that number can go up to somewhere around anywhere like 20 to 30 or even 40%. So when that is the case, and as people say, as elders say, you should build like from the base. You just can't build the castle from the top floor and then down. So for anything, it should be the base, and base is boards. So someone who is preparing well for boards in chemistry exclusively, I'm saying again and again because it can differ in math and physics. So of course, sir and ma'am, I mean, sirs and ma'am can of course have a better view on that. So chemistry exclusively, even the practical exams, if they do thoroughly, even if they write the records, this is one thing which I have seen, people skip the record writing thing and get it done by some third person here and there. I would recommend, please write your own records. That's also important for your JEE advanced, because there is a chapter called as qualitative analysis, and the questions come from same these records only. And that time you will see like, oh, wish I was more sincere and serious rather than getting it done by someone else. So take everything seriously and carefully. If you start building things slowly, by January, like let's say first 2 3 weeks time, if you have come to that level that I'm like ready to take any exam at board level, then slowly you can build up from there and go to the next level and so on. By the time you reach your whatever, April, May, June, whatever the month may be, the advanced paper, you are going to be definitely having a fair enough confidence levels, and you can face it with utmost satisfaction.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd request Navin Raja sir to give a strategy for physics too.
Yeah. So coming to the physics part, yes, as to some extent, yes, reading the board exams will help a lot. A lot. So basically, the basics anywhere in any topic, whether it is maths or physics, I think, right, basics are very much important, because if you just concentrate on the basics properly, I think 70% of the mains paper are very simple questions. And if you look at the last recent years, the paper is very, very straightforward and very simple questions that we ask. So if you go in a proper manner, means the basic question, means the concepts, if you concentrate on the concepts in a detailed way, so rather than just trying out the advanced level directly, so going from the topic wise, if you look at the easiest questions first, means the conceptual learning, that they have to go through the conceptual learning. The major problem with the students is they just concentrate on the marks right away from the starting, and they start comparing. That's not the right way to go. So first concentrate on your understanding of the subject. So basically, especially in physics, at the starting, when we start with kinematics or Newton's laws like that, so the topics feel like it's difficult. Physics will be difficult, like that kind of impression may come in the starting. But over a period of time, the logic which we use in kinematics or Newton's laws will be repeated in the same topic, every topic. The logic will be same. So once you are good in a few topics, then you start understanding the analytical parts of physics, then every topic will become simple. So the key here is patience, right? In the starting 4 or 5 topics, be patient enough such that it will become, definitely it becomes easy. Physics, as you keep on practicing or you understanding the topics, it definitely becomes easy. That's why a lot of people feel physics difficult in the starting phase, that is in the class 11, I guess. When it comes to class 12, it will be very simple, far simple than a class 11, because the logic will be same. Basically, here it's not like class 11 is difficult, class 12 is easy. It's not like that. Just as you have gone through the class 11 clearly, then obviously class 12 will become simple. So that's the key here. Just have a patience and try to concentrate on your understanding rather than just marks and comparing with other subjects. Because maybe physics, now it's straight away you feel physics difficult when compared to chemistry and maths in the starting phase. I see it with a lot of people, not even a few, around 90% of the people in the initial 1 month, I guess, they feel physics as difficult. But if you're patient enough for 1 month, then definitely all the subjects are equally difficult and equally easy. It's not like chemistry is easy or maths is easy like that. So it's just your patience level.
Thank you, sir. So now I request Alka ma'am or Evi sir to give a strategy for maths.
Shall I speak or you want to speak, ma'am?
Sure, sir. You may go ahead.
Yeah, so let me just let me discuss about the strategy. So basically, when I say 4 month strategy, I would like to stress upon something like, suppose if a person has not done any JEE preparation and he's just starting in the last 4 months, definitely that is not going to work out. So when I say 4 month strategy, this is going to work out only for students who have been preparing at least from 12th beginning, or it will be definitely better if it is from 11th grade beginning. So at least 1 year minimum is required for preparation. So last 4 months you cannot hurry up and prepare everything. So last 4 months would be a kind of a revision kind of thing. It's not that you start right from scratch in the last 4 months and do it. That's the first thing. So definitely 2 years is required. At least minimum, in worst case, minimum 1 year preparation is required. And what do we do in the last 4 months? Let me tell you. Like for example, if it is a top students, right from the beginning, they are already focused and they are already prepared. So last 4 months they are going to revise. But for example, for average students who face a difficulty, like they may not be able to study on their own. So in such a case, like you have some short-term courses like 4 months course, 5 months course, short-term course. The last 4 months, basically if they join some teacher's course, definitely it is helpful because they don't get that much time to refer to so many books and get the content required for JEE in advance. And particularly in mathematics, I would like to say the NCERT textbook standard is not that great. Like physics and chemistry, they directly give from JEE Main. For JEE Main, they are useful. But mathematics point of view, I feel that NCERT is not enough for JEE Main also. So the reason could be because some MEC students also have maths and all. That could be the reason. That is the reason they give like that. But otherwise, I would say you prepare properly from a teacher who has a lot of experience, who can give you wide exposure, like without referring to so many books, you are going to get the content. And that 4 months should be enough to complete the full syllabus for revision. And I would like to say, for example, JEE Advanced Algebra has 33% weightage. So there is more weightage. So a student can start with algebra part and he can actually cover that in around 1.5 months. And Following that, vectors and 3D has around 11% weightage in JEE Advanced, and that is simple to cover. Say 20-25 days is enough for that. So these two only 33 plus 11, you can see 44% weightage. In addition to that, coordinate geometry has 25% weightage, and usually most of the questions given in coordinate are easy. Like they give questions on tangents, normals, chord of contact, simple basic things only. They are not that much twisted also, and every student can answer if he properly prepares. Calculus, sometimes they give it a little bit tougher. So definitely calculus is important, but as per the preference order, if you see, I would say algebra, vectors 3D, followed by coordinate geometry, then calculus, and trigonometry is useful everywhere. Sometimes they give less questions in trigonometry. That doesn't mean trigonometry is not important, because trigonometry is there almost in every chapter. But if you're starting this 4 month preparation, start with algebra, followed by vectors 3D, coordinate geometry, calculus, and then trigonometry. So if you do it this way, definitely you can complete in 4 months. And do take the help of teachers and solve their assignments regularly. And I think that should be enough to crack JEE Main and Advanced if you have started from beginning, not in the last 4 months. So that's it that I would like to say.
Thank you, sir. So when it comes to droppers, also the same thing. So being a dropper myself, so for the 2 years you have been preparing, right? So those who are taking drop here, so whatever they have did in the 2 years, they should just increase a level, a bit level, some more level, and they should practice very well. So 4 months is not a simple thing. It's really a huge time. If a person, if a student uses that 4 months properly, so they can see it a very good place after that, after writing the exam. So that is the answer for Kishore Reddy. So that's what I can say. So if you are already done your preparation for the past 2 years, so use that preparation, increase a bit level more, try to solve as many questions as possible. So that's it. And so sir, how is the JEE pattern evolved for the last 20 years?
Yeah, anyone would like to answer? Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah. So when I say the evolution of JEE in the past 20 years, so first thing I would like to say is in exam like JEE Advanced, so the pattern is not fixed. First of all, it keeps changing a little bit every year. I don't say completely it is changed. The way they ask questions can slightly vary, but the syllabus is not changed. Like the syllabus is the same for the past 20 years or even before that also. Even when I was studying, the syllabus is the same. Like mathematical induction topic in mathematics was there at the time. Now it is not there because it is not subjective. Like when I wrote my entrance in say 1998, it was subjective exam. So
Yes sir.
wherein like you had 3 hours each paper, max 3 hours, physics 3 hours, chemistry 3 hours, and it was a 200 marks paper. And that was a surprise we could see only when we went to the exam. Like generally we thought it would be a 100 marks paper for each subject. When we went and saw the paper, it was 200 marks for each subject. So like that, you can see that kind of surprises every year. Like that was way back in 98, and it was subjective before that. And later the exam became objective, and definitely objective exam is simple compared to the subjective exam. So after 2000 and all, the exam became objective, and they have introduced different varieties of questions like single correct answer questions, wherein out of four, one is correct, or some multiple answer questions where one or more than one answer is correct. And students particularly need to be careful in answering multi-correct answers, because so usually sometimes they give partial marking, sometimes they don't give partial marking. Like out of four choices, three are correct, you mark only one. You get it wrong, you get a zero sometimes. But like in the recent years, again, they have introduced partial marking. So that was definitely an advantage for students. In previous years, it was not there. But the questions were there earlier also, like multi-correct was there earlier also, it is there even now. Apart from that, like paragraph questions used to have choices. Like the last year when they gave paragraph question, they gave it something like a fill in the blank where the answer was a numerical answer type. So which they have to do it in the OMR. So like that, the pattern of questions, there may be slight change, but we have single correct, multi-correct, paragraph, matrix match. So this kind of questions only. And what they are going to ask is usually they are going to test critical thinking. So how the student is thinking rather than by hearting. So that is the most important thing. And in every subject, whether it is maths or physics or chemistry, they try to involve concepts of multiple chapters and give questions. And when it was subjective, it was more tougher because they, like for example, when I wrote my exam, mechanics linked with electricity, the question used to be very tough. When it was subjective, it was a little bit tough. In objective, definitely they can link the questions, but it can't be made so tough like subjective. So definitely, I feel that now the pattern is comparatively easier compared to the subjective pattern. But last 10 years, if you see, within the same pattern, the level of questions is increasing. Like maybe they have given single answer question earlier, 10 years back. What they give now is definitely at higher level and then it's more thinking ability. And as the year passes, number of students who write the exam is also more. So definitely there is a tough competition among the students. So that's what I feel.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your inputs. And at last, like I would like to ask, biggest common mistakes you have observed in JEE aspirants. So, if you say that, and also say them that if they should not, like how to overcome all the students to don't do that. I mean, they should not do that, right? So that's what I mean. Like, what are all the mistakes you observed in the JEE aspirants over the years?
Basically, like when you start preparation, you go to some institute, you go to some teachers, and you start with some book. And then meanwhile, you realize that your scores are not as good as your neighbor. Then you try to inquire what book he or she is doing. And if they take some name, oh, acha, these questions are coming from that book probably. So let me solve that book. So change the book suddenly in between. Start doing that. And then you see it's not working in your favor. Then you ask about what else he or she is doing. Acha, you get up at morning 5 a.m. Okay, let me try to get up at 5 a.m. So again, try something new. So this comparison is one big thing which I have seen in the among the aspirants. That's very human. Even I can compare with my colleagues, like how he or she, someone like in my same team, is doing well and all. That's very common. Though I'm saying for the sake of saying, it's not easy not to compare and not to fall trap for. But definitely, someone who can resist from comparing only can, of course, go further and forward. Like whatever you choose, yes, before you finalize, yes, I'll follow this series book, or I'll follow this institute, or I follow this teacher. First, do that minimum whatever research that you can do before joining. You join some institute of your choice and teachers, books. Once it is finalized, I would say this institute, teacher, books, they all put together contribute maximum of 20%, not more than that. The rest 80% is you as the aspirant. And if you are not systematic, then nothing can go in your favor. When I say systematic, exams like JEE, they demand a lot from you. A lot means a lot. If you are a person who like work sitting in front of a clock and then looking at, okay, I'll sit for 1 hour today and then do something, and then I have to go there and talk to my friend, and then I have to go and have this food, I have to go and do that, do this, watch that movie, this serial, or I mean, if you work like that, it's difficult. You may get some rank if you are having decent enough IQ, but that won't be of your actual true potential. This exam is something which is totally unique, and that's why we are all crazy about. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been so much craze about IITs, at least in India. So this exam requires something called as out of the box thinking. And when it comes to working, again, you should not be looking at the clock as much as you feel comfortable. If you are comfortable, just keep working with that PCM. But for anyone, that 2 years must be just PCM with periodic breaks. Yeah, every day in the morning you can get up and do your little exercises, yoga. That is very much essential to keep your mental health also and physical health also balanced. And you must be having proper food. People do just ignore these also. I mean, there can be other way around students who work beyond these, like they may even ignore their food also. So that's again a wrong way of doing it, taking unnecessary undue pressure. Now just because there is an exam on this Sunday, the Saturday I'll just do a night out, like bus, I'm just working throughout the night. Next day morning I go and then write something, whatever coming to mind, I just write and then come back. No, that won't work. Do you do that on the day just before your ITG examination? You will never do that. Do you stay awake whole night on just one day before your IIT paper? You won't do that, right? So don't do that even now. Have a systematic training. I mean, it's like you are kind of someone like having a rigorous training schedule. Have a rigorous training schedule. Food habits, sleeping habits, reading habits, everything must be very much synchronized, and there must not be any deviations, at least to the best possible extent. And every exam you write in your institute, whatever the examination conducted, write it as if it's the final examination. See how you do in that examination. Just try to analyze your exam temperament. It's not just that reading almost 10 lakh people are reading, but why only the 10,000 getting qualified, getting those ranks? There is probably something which is different from the rest. So that exam temperament, which is of course very crucial, like how you take care of your 3 hours, because just 3 hours you have to prove yourself totally. That 3 hours gone means your chances are gone. So take care of those 3 hours exam temperament. And before that, of course, I would say, if you want to compare with yourself, not with your colleagues, your classmates.
So thank you very much, sir. And can you know, like, if you are aware of this, what will be the plan of action for this channel? So which batches are going to be get the content? Is it for 2022 or 2023?
Alka ma'am, I think it's long time.
So it's basically going to be useful for. Yeah, ma'am also can
No,
speak.
no, it's fine, sir. You can. I'll add on to it. Anything if I have to add on, I'll do it, sir. It's fine. Go ahead, sir, please.
So it's basically for the students who are writing in 2022 as well as 2023, because the syllabus is not going to change whether it is 22 or 23. It will be definitely helpful for both the categories of students, so all can attend.
So yeah.
Yeah, you can add now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We agree. As you know, yes, the syllabus is not going to change, so we'll be prioritizing as per the requirement which is going to happen. And for sure, 2020 and 2023 will be parallelly moving as well, for sure.
And also, like your voice is not audible, Charan.
Yeah, yes. So if any one of you want to add something else, like, can add up so that we can end up this session also.
We'll also add certain things like previous year paper analysis, like what is the weightage of each, like last 10-20 years trend analysis, that kind of videos will also be there. Apart from that, some career counseling videos will be there. Like for example, after 10+2, maybe all students may not get into IIT or NIT, but
Yes, sir.
they may get somewhere else also. So what are the various career options which are available for the students? So this kind of videos will also be there. Because so many aspirants are there, and it's not possible for every student to get into only engineering background. So they will try definitely, but in case if they don't get also, there should be options. Like other than this, there are universities like VIT, SRM. What kind of advantages you have by joining over there? So all these things as a part of career counseling and all, we'll be doing certain videos related with this also. Definitely that will guide them better apart from the subject.
Thank you, sir. So anything else? When will class that soon we'll be informing you through community post or through video. So we'll get back to you that regarding the start of classes and all.
Any live questions from the students, Sai Charan? Like to any of?
So they are saying majority of the people are asking that focus more on 2022 JEE aspirants. So that's what they are saying. And there is this one question. I don't think this is right place. Like, is full syllabus be taught before JEE 2022, or is just a complementary channel for Unacademy Plus students?
Can you repeat? Pardon?
Is full syllabus be taught for JEE 2022, or is this just a complementary channel for Unacademy Plus students?
Oh, okay.
Basically, this channel is totally free channel. Like it can be used by anyone else, not only plus students. And
Yeah, obviously. I mean, this is open for all, kind of, and definitely. I don't think. I think even ma'am and Kiran sir, Navin sir also agree with me. I think full course, I think, is not something which we can commit or promise as such. We'll be
maybe like
doing.
some important chapters may be covered, right?
Yeah, some important topics will be kind of discussed, which can help them to enhance their ranking. As Kiran sir said a couple of minutes back, like those who are already prepared something and those who want to fill the gaps, I think they can definitely browse through the YouTube channel of ours and then get the advantage of those key concepts, like which we will be discussing time and again.
That's it, sir.
Okay, that's great.